Now, the student section on ESPN Honolulu.
Come on, Cole.
All right, let's go. Let's do it. Here we are. Welcome to the student section here on ESPN Honolulu. We've got some amazing, we'll continue with some amazing student athletes here at AutoSource, right here in the showroom at the corner of Ke'iomoku and Kapiolani Boulevard. And I'll let you, Cole, introduce our first couple of guests.
Yeah, we got two Hawaii Rainbow Warrior men's volleyball players, Keoni Thiim and Luis Sakanoko from UH.
Buddy.
Before their big matchup against number 5 Stanford tomorrow at the stand. Keone, I wanted to start with you first. This past weekend against Tusculum, career high 14 kills. How did it feel to get that start in that match and kind of show out and have a career game?
It's been nice. This year was the first year I've got to play like full games, so I wasn't too pressured to go crazy for one point.
Right.
So I can just play my game. You know, had some flow. It was super fun. Got all the guys in. It was a great time.
Yeah. And Louis, you just came to the program a little over a month ago, and you made your first start last week against Tusculum, correct?
No, I have made my first start again. Emmanuel.
Emmanuel.
Yeah.
Okay, excuse me. But
That's fine.
how have you been adjusting to the program so far and kind of the island as a whole?
Pretty fast. I'm pretty happy about that. People was really kind with me, so it was pretty easy. The connection with the setter is
Right.
the most important thing, I think, in the game. So I just focus on this,
Right.
and that worked pretty good. So
Let's back up a little bit for folks that don't know. If you're a volleyball fan, you kind of know the story that I guess, Louis, you were going to come later, but something happened and you showed up like 5 weeks ago. What happened? It was like all of a sudden Louis Sakanoko's here. Hi, Coach.
basically, I just play in Paris Volley in France, and I used to go in Canada in Laval University, but I met Colton Cowell.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
And he say, why you don't come in Hawaii? I say, I want to come in Hawaii. He say, okay, let me call someone.
Right.
And that worked like this. I got my scholarship contract, and I just came.
Wow. So
That's great.
that started your relationship with the program and with Charlie Wade, and you talked to him, and then now you're here. That's great.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
crazy.
You're from Paris. Can you talk to me about the game, how it's played in Paris compared to how it's played in the States? I know you've only been here for a little over a month, but how do you see it, and how is it played?
The biggest difference is fans. Like here, it's crazy. The community is incredible. I don't have worry about that. In Paris is a bit different because I get three years in south of France in Montpellier.
Right.
With a young team. It's only the best player in France go in like a campus and play together.
Mm-hmm.
So I was there, and that was really cool for 3 years. I improved my level really good. And after I go back into Paris, but I can't play games because I basically come to US after that, so I can't play professional game. But the biggest difference is the experience here.
Right.
Because in Paris, people just go out of Hawaii like Colton. We get like some guys just near of the retired, so it's impressive how the difference between the experience of people, and this
Right.
is I can learn something I can't learn with younger guy.
Keone, you are not from Paris. You're from Hawaii.
He's from the east side.
You're from Hawaii. Went to Kalani High School, played ball over
Let's
there.
go, Falcons!
Let's go Falcons, right there. Yes, sir. Then you went to Santa Barbara Community College for 2 years and made your way back to Hawaii. Talk to me about playing in front of the home crowd at Hawaii, and was it ever a dream or goal of yours to play for the University of Hawaii?
Yeah, for sure. Especially after watching the games of like Long Beach with like Tui and the Worsley Bros. Like that just fired me up. And I actually went to Santa Barbara for 1 year. That was COVID year. And then
So did you play?
Yeah, so I played
okay.
60% of a season, and then they cut it off. I came home, and I needed my AA degree first. So the following year, I was just at KCC, just doing classes, no volleyball. just like lifting weights, playing beach, I guess.
Uh-huh.
I had to train on my own. Well, that was when they won the first national championship. Yeah.
So did Charlie already know about Coach Wade already know about you when you were at Santa Barbara?
Honestly, I don't know. It was Josh. That was kind of Josh Walker, who was kind of keeping in touch with me. The first time I met Charlie Wade in my eyes, like I may have seen him around, but like the first time we like met and talked was like the first day of practice. So
wow.
I was more of a Josh product.
Okay.
So
okay.
I kind of just showed up.
We would invite Coach Wade to get a little more involved. I mean, you know.
Yeah, I just showed up, and then he was like, oh, cool.
Oh, at least it was positive.
You got a nice serve, dude. I'm like, all right.
Damn. There you go.
Yeah.
You know what's kind of cool, and I think a lot of fans are really enjoying this is, you know, like last year it was like, okay, serve specialist. Here comes Keoni Thiim.
Yeah.
He, serves it really good. He serves it really hard. And, and then it's like, okay, leave the game and come back. And now I don't think a lot of people realized that you've got, like we found out, a 45-inch vertical and that you can jump through the roof. I mean, as an outside hitter, people are going like, whoa, now we got this, who do you start? Chaz Galloway? Do you start Keoni Thiim? I mean, unbelievable.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy.
It's been a battle with that guy for sure. It's like the coaches have obviously told me like I could go anywhere else and probably start. It's just like I came on a team and they won a natty champ, so it's like and they didn't lose anybody the following year, so it was like I was just driven to play, but that also drove them to not ever get complacent after winning. So it's just been a crazy competition in the gym. It's like playing the best of the best every day.
You're obviously probably one of the leaders on the team, just because people have talked about your workout regimen. You work out. You're all the time. Where you work out, it's Jerry Rice type workouts and stuff like that, and it's leading by example. So, do you find that other people, or maybe some of the younger guys coming in, are like, "Oh, I gotta be like Keone."
Yeah, and
like Louis.
Yeah, they should, because volleyball is getting, like, over the years, it's getting more technical and a little less physical. But why not be both?
Right.
I mean, it's kind of proven in my height, right? Probably the smallest guy in my position. And
6 feet tall, not 5'10".
Not 5'10", Chris.
He means Chris, another Chris.
And being physical allows me to compete with these guys. So it's like, imagine if the big guys or just the taller, skinnier guys, if they just get physical and focus on the game, like, you could be crazy. So I definitely work out traditionally as well as, like, plyometrics. Like, I'll do bodybuilding as well, like, just to get strong. And, like, that's kind of the basis of everything. Like, nobody likes to just go in the weight room and hit some raw barbell squats anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We're talking with Keoni Thiim and Louis Sakanoko, or University of Hawaii Rainbow Warrior men's volleyball. If you're listening on the radio, it's game day eve. They got a match tomorrow night and Friday against Stanford. If you're watching on YouTube, maybe the Friday match is coming up. But anyway.
Yeah. Keone, how did working out, bodybuilding, how did that start? Where did that come from? Maybe your pops or something? Or your friends?
It started my sophomore year because I was just the skinniest kid ever, and then everyone was like, "Bro, you're so skinny," and I was like,
"Something I've never heard before."
I gotta get in the gym, and then,
bro, you're so skinny. That's the hey, how you doing, bro? You're so skinny.
Literally, I'm like, "Oh, what's up, dude?" Like, okay, and COVID. So Larry Tuileta, if you guys remember,
sure,
that's my cousin.
Oh, nice.
So, and our houses have been connected since I was born. So we've been living together, and basically when COVID hit and I came home, he bought like an entire gym, dumbbells up to 90. We bought a squat rack. We got it all. We had the whole thing set up. His dad's a construction worker, so we basically built a gym.
Wow.
Right in front of our house. And he was done with volleyball, so he had the luxury of going full bodybuilder mode. And I just like picked up after him. I went and lifted with him. We both came outside at like noon in the house and walked over, and he taught me a lot about bodybuilding and like strength, and like obviously he tailored it like, don't do this because of volleyball, like you're still in volleyball. So it's like he taught me what to do and what not to do.
That's kind of cool. Yeah. So I know he had a lot of fans. What's Tui doing nowadays?
So he mainly right now he spins fire.
He spins fire
at a lot of luau's.
At the
like International Marketplace. He does it somewhere else, but I can't.
Didn't he have a cookie business too?
He did, and I'm not too sure. He does it like semi-weekly right now, I believe.
Right.
But he used to do it like every week.
That was
like,
a good business.
Yeah, because especially during COVID, when everyone was still at home, he was just driving and just like, he was doing his thing with that business. It was good. But now he spins fire mostly.
Wow.
And he does that at Luo's probably like 4 to 5 days a week, and he does like the drums. He travels sometimes too. He might train for the Polynesian Culture Center Championship this year.
Oh, okay, the fire knife whatever championship.
Yeah, he's raw. He's good.
Wow.
Yeah, we're talking about Tui Tuileta. He was one of the best multi-sport athletes. When I was in school at Punahou, he was an all-state football player, all-state volleyball player. I think he played at USC and then came back to UH. But he
played both football and volleyball.
Yeah, he was a stud for sure. I wanted to talk about the team a little bit this year. 8-1 going into tomorrow's matchup against number 5 Stanford. Louis, for you, what are the initial thoughts on the game, and what are your feelings leading up to the match tomorrow?
I think that will be a hard game, but this is what we like.
Right.
Like we just work every day so hard to this game.
Yeah.
We don't want to play like 16 or 15 guy. We don't care about that.
Right.
So it will be a hard game. I think everybody is prepared for that, and we just need to play our game.
Right.
Like basically, we know how to play volleyball. We're good at this. We work for this. We just need to play that, and the worst enemy we can have is ourselves. Like,
this Stanford team is Hawaii is 8-1 at this point.
Right.
Stanford 7-1, and this is a team. I don't think they've played anyone that's not nationally ranked.
Stanford? Oh, wow.
I mean, they've played a pretty tough schedule, and they've done pretty well. The funny thing is, and this has nothing to do with this week's matches, but Hawaii swept them last year over there.
Right.
We beat them the year before. I think we had 1 year off during COVID. Or something. I don't know. It's like 3 out of the last 4 times we played them. 1 year we didn't play them. We seem to play Stanford every year. We beat Stanford. It's kind of curious how we kind of got their number.
It's going to be electric tomorrow for sure.
Yes, electrifying.
There you go. It should be packed. Keone, how do you feel like this team this year compares to years past, the teams that you've been in the past, a championship team, a runner-up? Explain that a little bit, the dynamic of this team.
The dynamic kind of completely switched because before it was very calm, very veteran, very we knew what we do, and it was very uniform.
Right.
This year it's like we got a bunch of raw guys doing things we've never seen before. So we're gaining a lot of new things, but it's also good because we still have some of those veteran guys to keep what's like important in uniform when
Culture.
we play. Yeah, culture. And just the way we play, like certain things that should be uniform no matter who you're playing with, like we keep those and then like let the guys play to their strengths. But like this year we're entertaining, I think.
Yeah.
Like,
Like last year we had great guys. Of course, Jakob is entertaining. A lot of veteran. We just had great volleyball players, but I definitely think this year we got some like more entertainers as well. Kind of gets the crowd going. So
Nusterer and
you guys play with
like
passion.
that.
You guys for sure play with passion.
People like how I jump high. Aleu's flying all over the place.
Yeah.
Tread 17. Like we just got guys that kind of just like spark everybody up. So I want to feel what it's like in a packed crowd to kind of electrify everybody. And Stanford's a hothead team.
What do you mean? Like they get fired up and they get
fired up.
Really?
They're hotheads. Yeah.
That's worth the price of admission right there.
Last year we played over there, and there's probably like 5 yellow cards or something. It was
really?
Yeah, it was going back and forth.
I didn't even know
a
there's
little
yellow
skin
cards
on
in
skin,
volleyball.
brah. Hawaiian style, we go.
Yeah, it's they're not like Long Beach rivals, but we definitely don't like each other in terms of volleyball. So.
Well, especially because they haven't been able to beat us for a while, so that
fires them up, and then they start, and then fire us.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I mean, your personalities like that is before your time. The '85 Chicago Bears, where you had William Refrigerator Perry and Jim McMahon and all of these.
Mike Ditka
and the head coach
there you go.
And the star defensive coordinator hated each other, couldn't stand each other, even be in the same room. Yet they had this unbelievable team with all of these different personalities. At least you guys get along, though.
Yeah, no, we love each other for sure.
It's like you haven't even known Louis that long, and it seems like you guys are best pals.
Oh yeah, we're honest. Once I saw him blast the ball as hard as me, I knew it was buddies at first sight.
Are you guys kind of compete a little bit in practice?
Yeah,
you're like, okay, let's see you can.
Yeah, we did today. We're
really?
like, okay, every time we get an ace, we switch. We were just like, hey man, switch.
You're like, okay, let's put it through the window and see what happens.
Yeah, let's see if coach gets mad as we hit it to the 77th row.
Louis, have you ever been a part of a team like this with this much passion, fire, and just this amount of fun when you play on the court?
No, not really. I think everything is so different here than in France. Like, just the fan is the biggest difference.
Right, you mentioned that, yeah.
Like, you're so fired up when all crowd just say your name.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's really crazy. So basically, no.
You jump a little higher when everyone's there, huh? Maybe 47-inch vert
Could be,
while the stand is packed.
Yeah, how's that? The crowds have been absolutely fantastic. And you know what? It's a knowledgeable fan base. It's a different fan base than you would see at maybe a football game or a basketball game.
Right.
You guys got your own fans.
Yeah, like if we do bad, they're gonna tell us. Like
Yeah.
they don't sugarcoat nothing. So they love us for who we are. Like we had just as much fans show up to the school when we got back from when we won the national championship, and we had just as much fans show up when we lost.
Yeah,
so
that's
it
cool.
was like they're there for us, man.
That's a
So,
cool thing. It's a relation. It is. It's like you talked about, Louis. It's the community.
Yeah.
This is a volleyball community that you just arrived in. I mean, Ball State calls themselves. I don't know if you know this.
Yeah,
they're like
we've
the
heard it.
volleyball capital of the world. It's like, why?
They weren't yapping it this year. So
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think we failed to them last year, but I mean, it's like really the Ball State. I mean, the only thing they got going for them is David Letterman went there. If you didn't know that,
I didn't know
that's
that.
about it.
I didn't know that.
It's crazy. Hey, you know what? Let's take a break. I want to tell folks, and one of the reasons we're here at AutoSource here on the corner of Kapiolani and Ke'Iamoku is they've got a student leasing program. So they're offering a special subscription, and it's for college students. So if you're a full-time or part-time student, you're eligible for a special $299 a month lease plus membership for a vehicle. Now, this membership covers the service, maintenance, registration, safety checks. Basically, all you worry about is insurance and putting gas into the tank, and that's all you do. Now, if you've got a break, you're going to go home for the summer or something like that, you just drop off the car, suspend your payments until you come back. All the details at onthecarousel.com. It's a very, very special student leasing program. The details, again, onthecarousel.com. We'll be back with some questions from Instagram, maybe?
From our audience.
Coming up, Keoni Thiim and Louis Sakanoko on the student section from AutoSource, and a big mahalo to Raising Cane's as well. We'll be right back on ESPN Honolulu.
You're listening to the student section on ESPN Honolulu.
What a great time we're having with Keoni Thiim and Louis Sakanoko. Thank you very much to our studio audience. We've got some amazing high school basketball players coming up in just a few minutes. But big match against Stanford this week for the Rainbow Warriors.
Yep. So we got through all the boring questions and stuff about volleyball.
Those weren't boring. Those were not. We
cool.
found out that Stanford,
there you go. And Ball State, too.
They're a little lippy.
There
Yeah.
you go. Pregame. Do you guys have any rituals? Do you guys have any superstitions that you guys like to follow? I like to ask all the athletes this because I find it interesting.
Keoni likes to squat.
max squat. Nah. I don't have any superstitions. Our team just loves to jam music.
Okay,
before
what kind of
games.
music?
It varies depending who's on the team at the time, but I bought a super massive speaker this past summer, and you can connect it to 3 of them at a time. So as of
Like 3 Bluetooth thingies?
yeah, so 3 different speakers. It's the same brand.
I see.
Shoot.
It's like a full party Bluetooth speaker. It's massive. And so Alaka'i, it's on sale right now. Alaka'i bought one, and it arrived like yesterday. So we have 2 huge speakers. So tomorrow's pregame is probably going to be loud for sure.
Are you on aux usually?
Usually because it's mine, but since now that Alaka'i also has a speaker, I don't know, we'll probably take turns. Whoever gets there first.
There you go. Louis, do you have any superstitions or routines personally?
Basically, I just try to do something else than in my phone. Like I like play piano before the game, and after that, just be in my bubble, like in my way, and pray, and that's it.
Yeah, the girls like piano.
That leads me into my next question. Hobbies outside of volleyball.
Video games for both of you.
Yeah, we play video games a little bit. It's like a good mediator because like we don't have the luxury to like go out or like hit the beach every day during season. Like some
Right.
sun is good, some balance is good, but it's good to stay off our legs. So
What video games do you enjoy?
we play a game together called League of Legends. It's a kind of a nerdy game on the computer, but all the guys play like different things together.
Yeah.
Now Keegan, who was right, he's controlling over there. He's a shoutcaster. So he's the guy that is what do you call it, Keegan? He's not speaking. Anyway, he's the guy that'll come out and be the kind of the play-by-play guy for video games.
Oh,
he,
nice.
he like streams it and,
And
stuff.
he
Like on
works
Twitch
at like a
and stuff.
video game company where they
that's
make
sick.
video games.
Nice.
Yeah. He's like Hawaii's premier video expert. There he is. He came out. He's
nice.
kind of like Oz. He's behind the
That's
screen
rad.
there.
That's cool.
Yeah.
All right, favorite restaurants on the island. Keone, have you taken Louis to any of your
Oh.
top spots?
I haven't. He came like right in season, so we're kind of just like getting fed.
Right.
So I go to Macaroni Grill a lot because my mom works there.
Okay.
Sweet.
There you go.
Shout
food.
out.
Free
What's your
food?
mom's name?
Free food. Eva.
What's
Wilson.
up, Eva?
Yep.
Free food.
Other than that,
Is
I
she
go to
supposed to
the
be giving
team.
him free food? Maybe we don't want to know about that.
The team's thing is Koa Pancake House.
Oh, really?
That's kind of our thing. Yeah. We'll
Okay.
get big groups of guys and go eat breakfast there a lot.
All right.
Louis, have you had poke yet?
No, not yet.
What?
Wow.
my
Keone,
bad.
come on.
My
Keone.
bad. My bad.
Not yet.
Serve harder, I swear.
Have you eaten Spam?
In what?
Spam.
Nah.
Look,
It's,
doesn't know what
it's
that
this
is.
thing in a
Have you had the
can.
musubi yet? The things that we eat from like 7-Eleven?
It has the
It has,
rice
like,
and
the
it
rice.
has.
It's like
man.
a rectangle.
No, not yet. Too.
Keone, you got some work to
What
do.
have you
Sorry,
had?
boys.
What,
My
no
bad.
wonder you're so skinny. You haven't eaten since you've gotten here.
I haven't
you
given
had
the right stuff.
Have you had chicken katsu?
Yup. After games.
Oh, he
Yeah,
had. Okay.
probably. I just don't know the name.
Okay. Hamburger
yeah.
steak. Hamburger
Yup.
steak. Oh, okay.
They spoil us after games, the boosters. They
Oh,
yeah.
good job. All right. Well, can you get Louis some Spam after the game?
I got it.
Good.
Okay, let's get to some audience fan questions from our Instagram page. This one comes from Kurt Easterer. This is
Oh,
for
God.
Keone.
Might have to be censored.
Who has the best taste in coffee on the team?
That's tasting
And
coffee.
give me some background on that.
I don't know if you want some background on that. Yeah, he does have the best taste in coffee on the team, mainly because he took my girl on a coffee date.
Oh, that's,
What?
That's the background. That's the background.
What?
I don't even know if
Okay,
I'm
it
asking.
technically wasn't my girl. I broke up with her, and he was on it.
Oh,
Like,
okay. Oh.
next day, coffee date.
Oh, man.
I don't know.
It made
There's
us-
just
it
kind
made
of
us-
a line there
Oh,
that he
man.
It made us stronger. We
Dang.
had some beef about that a couple years ago. I think it was like 2 years ago.
Oh.
But after that, no, it made us. Now we just joke about it. It's hilarious to the team. So
All right.
that might as well just break the ice for everybody. That's the context for it.
Kurt, what a villain.
All right, next one is for Louis. Louis, this one comes from Hawaii men's volleyball fan page. Who is the funniest guy on the team?
Oh, that's a tough question.
We got some comedians.
Yeah. Keone for sure.
I was going to say Keone.
Yeah, Keone
Yeah.
for sure. But after that, Poi is really funny.
Boy, it's fun.
Yeah,
Who?
Poi is funny.
Aleu.
LA.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I say Poi and Keone.
We've always had some comedians on the team. Even
Yeah,
when I first
everybody
got
is
here,
pretty funny.
Yeah. The sense of humor is there. for
Kurt,
sure.
Kurt,
Kurt's
too.
pretty funny.
Yeah.
Team full of comedians.
Yeah.
Keone, I have to ask you this since everyone's been asking it. Our messages have been flooded. What is your workout routine to get
All
that
right, everybody.
45-inch vert?
Be manly and hit some squats and hit
Squats!
it and hit it heavy. Nobody likes doing it anymore. Just squat heavy. The plyometrics and stuff work better if you're stronger. So get your basics up first, your squats, your front squats, your lunges, the primary compound lifts. Get those strong first.
Right.
And then you can focus on plyos. Because if you're only doing plyos, it's only going to make you jump higher to like how strong you are.
Yeah.
So if you're only doing plyos and you're not that strong, it's not going to help. But also, you need plyos. You can't just be a meathead, just only strong.
So a combination. A little combination
yeah,
of both.
but most people.
Is that what they're called?
But hit the
Meatheads?
squats. But hit the squats.
Yeah, but you need to do the basics for the most part.
Oh,
All
okay.
right. This next one's for Louis. Louis, this one comes from Amber Frew. What is your family lineage? I guess that means like, how many family members do you have? Did they play volleyball? Where are they from?
Okay. I got 3 sisters and one brother.
Okay.
And no one play volleyball.
Just you?
Yeah.
Are you the
I'm
only athlete?
Yeah. No. Yeah. Athlete. Yeah. My brother love motorcycle and thing like this, but he don't really play sport. He lifting a lot. He's really, really big.
A meathead.
Huh? Yeah.
Yup.
He's really, really big.
Right.
But that's it.
I shouldn't say
And
that.
my
You might come to
sister
Hawaii
run
with
a lot.
No, it's a compliment.
Okay.
So how did you get into volleyball?
Basically, I was just a young guy who want to play sport because I
Right.
get so much energy. So I started to play sport at like 3, something like this, in like multiple sports. So I play
Yeah.
like one sport every week, and I play volleyball for like 1 week, 2 weeks, and I say, hey, I like this. So I just go into volleyball gym and
Right.
register, and
That's your favorite
that's
sport?
it.
Wow.
Yeah, and now I
Dang.
play it.
And then later he met Colton Cowell, and
Yep.
that's the rest.
Yeah, that's it.
He's back now. He's on the island.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
Shout out.
It's on the island right now. Really?
I think so.
This one is for...
If Colton Cowell is listening, Louis would like to say hi. Can you bring him some spam, please? Okay.
This one's for Keone. Keone, what is your favorite member from being a part of this University of Hawaii men's volleyball program?
Favorite memory?
Favorite memory?
Oh, there's a
It
bunch.
just started.
No, from
Oh,
past
from the-
years.
from
Yeah.
all the-
Yeah.
okay.
I think, as ironic as it sounds, I think losing
Really?
to UCLA came out, and there was just an unlimited supply of shoulders to cry on. Got back home on the flight. So much love. It was crazy to feel that. It felt like, because we were so used to winning and feeling the love of winning, so we didn't really know what it would like if we lost.
Right.
And we still felt just as much love, if not more. So I think that was my favorite, to be honest.
To actually know that, hey, you know what? We have so much support from our
yeah.
community.
We do.
That when we hurt, they hurt. And
Yeah.
here they are to show it.
It's not about just
Unbelievable.
the game.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
went so much beyond that. That was like the moment I realized.
Unreal.
We'll do one more, and this is for Louis. Louis, what do you think of Hawaii men's volleyball fans so far?
Crazy. Like really crazy.
Gotta ask him after tomorrow.
Oh yeah,
He
Tomorrow
hasn't
will
been in
be
a
the-
big one yet.
Yeah. But yeah, crazy. The fan,
yeah.
the support is incredible. People is so kind. But this is all island, not only
Right.
fan. Like people is kind here. It's cool, and they are here for us,
Right.
and we can feel it. I'm here for a little bit more than 1 month, and I can feel it already, and I appreciate this. Like all
awesome.
support is incredible.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, very good. Well, guys, thank you for coming down. Your Raising Cane's dinner awaits you. They're here just after practice, so these guys are starving. Keoni Thiim and Louis Sakanoko, thank you very much for joining
you very
us.
much.
It's an honor.
And good luck. And don't let those Stanford guys mouth off.
Don't
Huh?
worry for that.
We won't.
Remember what I told you to say, Louis. Don't,
Yeah.
don't say it right now on the air.
Don't worry.
But you know how to handle yourself
I got it.
now. All right, thank you,
Thank
guys.
you guys. Appreciate it.
Hey, check it out. Before we go to break and bring on a couple of great basketball players from Punahou School, Dillon Kellner and Evan Porter will be joining us here at AutoSource. We're in the showroom really kind of bragging on the student leasing program. It's going on right now. It's aimed especially for college students. Part-time, full-time, doesn't matter. For a special $299 a month lease plus a membership for a vehicle, you are going to be college kids, if you're listening, you're going to be driving around. Parents, it's something you can feel safe that your kids are in a car that is going to be cared for. You see, AutoSource takes care of the service and maintenance and registration and safety check and all of that kind of stuff. All the student pays for, or parents, is gas, and you pay for gas and insurance, and that's it. Now, if you have to go back to the mainland, you can put the payments on hold and bring it back up when you return. So the website to check it out, onthecarousel.com for that special student lease, onthecarousel.com. We'll be back talking Punahou basketball next on the student section on ESPN Honolulu.
You're listening to the student section on ESPN Honolulu.
All right, we're back here at AutoSource, right here. Beautiful showroom. Man, we're sitting next to some, what are we? We got a Jeep here. We got a Porsche over here. I think we have a Corvette over there.
There's a
in
Honda
the
Civic,
corner.
too. Don't forget the Honda Civic.
I did not see. Where's the Honda Civic? I don't.
right there.
I see a Mercedes something.
G-Wagon.
Some kind of SUV. I've got motorcycles. We got, I don't know, all kinds of stuff.
We got cars.
A what? A Honda what? A Honda Civic. I don't see the Honda Civic. I don't think
It's
you
right
guys-
in front of you. It's right in front of you.
That's a Jeep. Oh,
Honda
that's
Civic.
Oh, okay. Hi, Honda Civic. It looks kind of funny next to the Corvette and the Porsche. Like it's anyway. It's very affordable. Very affordable. All right, you know what? Please introduce our next guests.
Yes, we got Evan Porter and Dillon Kellner from Punahou boys basketball, but they're also multi-sport athletes at Punahou. Thank you, boys, for joining.
Okay, so people can tell on the radio who are listening who's speaking. Okay, so Dillon, say hi.
Hi.
Okay, that's Dillon's voice. And Evan, say hi.
Hi.
Oh, great. They sound the same. All right. Can one of you guys speak in a French accent like our last guest?
Yeah, he's got it. You got it. You got it.
No, I want to thank you guys for being here. I know you guys had to get out of practice a little early, so thank you to my former coach, Darren, for letting him out a little early before their ILH championship next week, Monday.
Man, Coach Darren has been there a long time. He's kind of old now, isn't he?
I wouldn't say he's old. He's seasoned. He's seasoned. That's my old coach, man. He might be.
I know, I know. I used to do play-by-play when Cole was playing basketball.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and then I got fired from that job. But hey, you know.
All right, let's get into some conversation. Evan, you are a basketball player,
Yes.
but you're also a volleyball player, and that might be your main sport, or it is.
Oh, okay. There you go, Keone. He's a volleyball player. That's his main sport. Keone's like, what are you messing with basketball for? He's telling him off the air. Play volleyball.
He's actually, Chris, he's committed to Stanford University to play men's volleyball next year, so it's perfect to have him on the show.
Great, you got to have a bad attitude like those guys. Oh, great.
No, and Keone and Louis still here, so they'll hear this conversation. But talk to me about why you ended up choosing Stanford among other schools to play college ball next year.
So I've always been an academics first kind of guy, and as I've evolved athletically over the years, I realized that I wanted to go to a university that kind of handled both of those really well.
Right.
And for me, Stanford's just the pinnacle of those two disciplines. So I'm really excited.
What position do you play?
I play libero and outside. Both.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But libero mostly at Stanford, right?
Libero mostly at Stanford. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Can you jump 45, inches in the air?
Not quite.
All right.
He doesn't need
Keone
to,
can
though.
But we're
help
working
you
on
out
it.
with
We're
that.
working on
All
it.
right.
We're
There you
working
go.
All right, I got to ask.
I
And
say
since Keone
45
here,
feet in the air. You jump 45 feet in the air. Sorry.
you guys, not you guys, but Stanford plays UH tomorrow at the stand.
Yeah.
I'm sure you'll be attending after basketball practice. Can you tell the folks on air, watching digitally, and the folks who are right on our left of us, who are you rooting for tomorrow? Who are you pulling for? The home state
Yeah.
or the team that you're going to next year?
You know
I'm
he can't
curious.
answer that.
Yeah. I mean, it's obviously a tough question. I know a lot of the UH
You know,
guys.
people already hate Punahou enough, and then you give the Punahou guy that question.
I'm rooting for a great game tomorrow. I'm rooting for some banter, some
There you go.
great volleyball.
Smart answer. Good job. Smart answer.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
crazy. Dillon, you too. You're playing athletics at the next level as well. You're not playing volleyball. You'll be playing football.
Oh, nice.
Just committed to the University of San Diego just this past weekend on your recruiting visit.
Yes.
Tell me why you chose USD over these other schools. I know Stanford kind of was in the mix and other schools too.
It's
Right.
another good academic school.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another reason. Kind of like Evan, I'm really academics first too. So, University of San Diego is a great academic school as well. And I visited the campus, and it's just like, it was super beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, the coaches were cool, and then I talked to some of the other recruits on the trip, and they were cool too. We gelled well, so. I think
This is University of San Diego, not UC San Diego.
University of San Diego.
This
Yeah.
is this
USD.
Is, this is not
Yeah,
the,
USD.
the
Not
Tri-
UCSD.
Right. So it's not the Tritons. It's the Bandoleros, or what are they? What are they?
it's the Toreros.
Toreros.
Yeah.
Toreros.
That was close.
My sister went to USD. It's a beautiful
That's a very good
campus.
school. Congratulations, actually, to both of you guys.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dillon, did you ever, I know you're a dual sport athlete, did you ever consider playing both basketball and football at the next level?
Yeah, I wanted to play football and basketball. That'd be a great opportunity, I think, but it just the opportunity never came my way.
Right.
But yeah, that would have been cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, moving forward to the team this year, you guys went 9-1 in ILH play, 20-4 in the regular season.
Wow, great.
It's pretty good. How do you guys feel?
Way to go, Coach Darren.
Yeah, there you go. How do you guys feel like you guys played up to this point? And how do you guys like your chances moving towards ILH playoffs and states?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I really love our team this year. Obviously, we're a bunch of tight friends and all love each other, so it's really nice to have that aspect coming into practice every day and wanting to make each other better. So far this season, I think defense has been our key this whole season so far.
It always has with
Oh, yeah?
It always has.
Yeah. So that's hopefully what will be carrying us throughout the rest of the season, but it's really just about how much we can focus and bring it together in this final stretch. There's so many. The ILH is brutal just itself, and it's a battle, and so many like expanding to the rest of the state. It's going to be a really tough challenge.
Right, St. Louis is ready. Who was your? I mean, not to bring this up, but who was your? I'm curious.
St. Louis, yeah.
So your one loss was to St. Louis.
Yep.
Wow.
St. Louis. And
Shout out to
Marino
my man Dan Hale.
Yep.
He's from my time at Punahou a long time ago.
Yeah. Evan, you are a two-time state champion, correct?
For volleyball.
For volleyball. For volleyball.
Yeah. All right.
So having won 2 state championships, what experiences can you take from that team and kind of translate them over to this team for basketball?
Yeah, I mean, the States is a whole nother level. The amount of fan base you have, the noise just in the gym that you have to zone everything out. So for me, the big key is just the connections you can make with your teammates in small moments.
Right.
It's so easy to get lost in the noise, to get taken over by the other team, by the situation, the pressure. It's really just understanding that these are the people that you trust the most and knowing that they're going to have your back.
I guess that's why sometimes in these huge games, momentum means so much.
Yeah.
It's a game of runs. It's a game of runs for sure.
Wow.
You have to be able to like cut that momentum. If they're going a 10-0 run, cut that momentum, timeout, get right back to it. It's definitely a mind game more so than a physical game playing high school basketball for
State
sure.
champion Cole Malsoff right there.
But
he's speaking the word. We're talking for you folks on the radio. We're talking with Dillon Kellner and Evan Porter, Punahou multi-sport athletes here on the student section at AutoSource.
Yeah. So we were talking briefly about the competition in the state. We mentioned St. Louis. There's also Marino, right? Talk to me about those matchups because you guys played both this year. I think you dropped 1 to both.
Yes.
And beat them. You won one and you lost one to Marino and St. Louis. Talk to me about, Dillon, those challenges and those matchups in those kind of games and how important it is to kind of bring you guys to the A game every time you guys step onto the court.
Yeah, so ILH is a really possession by possession game. So you got to take advantage of each possession, take good shots, and I think both teams do a really good job of that. So it's just really about going over the game plan and sticking to it and just trusting your teammates.
Right.
Make sure they do their job too, yeah.
Right. Last state championship was 2018. Forget who's on that team, but it was a good team. It was a good team. Selfishly, I have to ask this question. Has Coach Darren at all mentioned his last state championship team?
Has he ever mentioned Cole's name
No,
in
not
practice?
me.
That's
Not
what
me,
he's
but
getting
that
at.
team.
Has he ever
Listen,
mentioned me?
You know, he's like the last state championship team. That team was so good on defense.
When
They were
was
so
your state
tight-knit.
championship year?
2018. It
Oh.
was 2018. It was my senior season.
And you can't remember who's on the team?
I was kidding.
Oh,
I
you were
was kidding.
joking.
I
Oh,
was
I'm
kidding.
sorry.
Come on.
Hey, that guy Chris Kobayashi, he was really good. Does he ever mention Chris Kobayashi?
He mentions all the state championship teams, almost every practice is, back in 2018 we won this, and with the Forrest Buckner we won this.
Yeah.
And so I think he's just hoping we get there too, so we can brag about us too in the future. Yeah.
Well, okay, that's a little much then. He's starting to live the glory days. It's like, come on, Coach Masuda, look to the future.
But what is Coach Darren? How is it playing with him, and how does he kind of motivate you guys to keep going this late in the season?
I mean, he's a great coach to play under. It's all about the mental side of things for him. During timeouts, he's all about keeping his cool, trying to level us out, telling us only what we need to know, not trying to flood our heads.
Yep.
So I feel like he's really starting to master what he has going on, and we're just lucky to be a part of it.
Right.
You know what's cool? He's just a nice guy, too, though.
He is.
Yeah, nice guy.
He's a great guy, and he prepares very, very well before games. I think that's one of his best attributes of being a coach. He prepares very, very well. Does he still give you guys the scouting reports and all that stuff?
Of course.
Before the game? Dude.
Everything's broke down by each player, like their strengths and weaknesses, like super technical with it. But
That's rare in high school basketball
You're
for
right.
a coach to do that.
Doesn't he have a job? Just kidding.
He pours his heart into it.
Oh, that's great. That's great to see.
Evan
Well,
and
he's not just pouring his heart in the game. He's pouring his heart into his kids. So that's great.
Exactly. Evan and Dillon, you both have younger brothers, right?
We do.
Who are athletes themselves and quite good athletes. Do you guys feel like you two are the best athletes in the family?
yes, but Dane, my younger brother, man, he's catching up though.
Right. I was talking to your dad, Bart, and he said Dane he's coming for you.
Yeah,
He's coming
he's
for
feisty. He's really athletic. I mean, he already beat me in high jump. We do high jump. He jumped like, I think 6'1" in states.
you. Right.
It was like it was crazy.
How old is he?
He's a sophomore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, he's right
His
behind
brother
you.
too. Yeah.
Yeah, our brothers are friends too. Sophomores.
Oh, okay.
Evan, what does your brothers play? Or your brother play?
He's a huge volleyball player. He's already my height. He's almost as good as I am already, and I can't wait to see. I mean, the fact that he is how good he is right now is probably what pushes me most to get better.
That's awesome.
I cannot live to see him pass me in anything. You know what I mean?
That would be so
Oh,
cool.
it'll happen one day.
That would be
Yeah.
so
It
cool.
always
to
does.
I'll fight it off as long as I can.
I was going to say, that would be so cool to see them both at Stanford. That would be crazy.
That would be
be
crazy.
so crazy.
Yeah.
And your brother has a chance to – is Dane, right? Is football his main sport?
Yeah, football's his main sport. Yeah.
Ooh. A lineage. Okay, Dillon, I have to ask you about your pops real fast. Uncle Bart. He was an athlete himself back in his heyday. And
What era are we talking here?
80s?
80s. Nice.
Ooh, I want to be nice. 90s.
Yeah. 90s probably, because
Let's say
I'm
90s.
80s.
Let's say 90s.
Yeah, probably 90s.
But he runs one of the top physical therapy and sports medicine clinics in all of Hawaii. How instrumental was he in shaping you into the athlete you've become?
Yeah, he pushes me every day, and I'm just super grateful for it. And even now, like, yeah, he's not much of like my coach anymore because, you know, I play for a school and everything, but he still makes time to go up to the park and shoot with me, and then
that's nice.
yeah, it's super nice. And then whenever I get hurt, you know, I'm super grateful. He's a physical therapist, so
Everyone goes to Bart. Everyone goes
I
to
just
Bart.
think Bart is such a cool name because that's a name you don't hear anymore. You know,
Yeah.
Bart. That's a
Yep.
strong name.
only Bart Simpson. It's like,
But I mean, there's not many people named Bart anymore.
Yeah.
I grew up with a Bart back in the day. All right, I tell you what, let's take a break. When we come back, what's on the way?
We have some audience questions and some quick hitters like we did with Keone and Louie.
All right, that's coming up. You're listening to the student section, home of the student leasing program here at AutoSource. Thank you very much to Raising Cane's for their sponsorship and wonderful Cow as well. We'll be right back on ESPN Honolulu.
You are listening to the student section on ESPN Honolulu.
Our bikes are live. These Punahou kids, they get so much stuff nowadays. They got polo shirts and matching things and that. And every sport, they get something.
It's just polo shirts.
I know, but back
make us sound like that.
in 1979 to 1982, you got nothing.
All right, let's
They
get
built that new complex, and they were going to put a bowling alley. True story. In the new athletic complex, they're going to put a bowling alley because for PE, we would always have to go down to the bowling alley down the street. Nowadays, there's just no bowling alleys out there except for Leeward Bowl and Aiea Bowl.
Yeah.
So, they were going to build a bowling alley, and they said, oh, no, it's just too much. And so they didn't build a bowling alley. You could have had a bowling alley right next to
We
the
chose
Amateur
polos
Fieldhouse.
over the bowling alley.
They chose, I don't know what they have
You
there.
see the campus today? Have you been? recently?
I've
It is
been.
ridiculous.
There's about 30 times more parking on campus now at Punahou than there was when we went there. Back when I went to school, teachers lived on campus. There were houses along Piper's Poly there. Not anymore. They kicked them out.
I want to say we need.
I think it's that
parking.
Latham or what's the president's name? That guy, huh? I have no idea what I'm saying.
All right, let's get into some quick.
All right, only got about 5 minutes.
All right, let's talk about food.
By the way, we're talking, if you're just tuning in, you're wondering what's going on. This is the student section. It's brought to you by AutoSource and Raising Cane's. Dillon Kellner and Evan Porter, Punahou basketballers, are with us.
Evan, favorite food or restaurant on the island?
I gotta go fresh off the hook in Manoa
Oh,
Marketplace.
off the hook?
Yep.
Off the hook?
Gotta be.
How about you, Dillon?
I like broken rice. Shout out the little hole in the wall by my house.
Broken rice.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
the Kamuki.
I know that. That's by the piggy place.
Yep. Surfing pig.
Surfing pig.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh wow.
I like that. Yeah, love that place.
Oh,
we
I'll
always
try
go
that.
there.
I know where that is.
Okay. Like I asked Louis and Keone, any superstitions, any pregame routines you guys follow?
Really, I just listen to music before games.
Right.
I put on my beats on the bus. I like to listen to chill music before, get my nerves settled down. So I listen to. It always goes Drake. It goes Finesse, Marvin's Room, then this Lil TJ song my girl put me on, and then and then as soon as we get closer to the gym or whatever, then I start playing more upbeat stuff.
There you
But
go.
yeah.
They don't listen to Taylor Swift. They don't.
I don't
that's
know.
not a
Do
thing.
they?
That's not.
Evan,
no.
do you?
No. I'm sorry. You mentioned the bus. You guys get bus transportation too nowadays?
We get bus transportation.
Oh my goodness. All right. Sorry.
Evan, any pregame routines?
I have a lot of little
look.
superstitions, kind of meaningless ones that I just do as a routine.
Oh,
but
awesome.
For Coach Darren, it's a huge thing just on the bus ride, locking in with your music. And kind of similar to Dillon, I feel like staying chill up until the last moment is the way to go because you save all your adrenaline and you're just ready to blow up right when you get there.
Okay, let's get into some audience questions or fan questions from Instagram. Evan, this is first for you. This is from Kurt. So Kurt is an avid ESPN Honolulu
Kurt
supporter.
Nooster is asking them questions too.
He's asking Evan,
Oh, okay.
who do you think will win between Stanford and UH this Wednesday?
It wasn't really him.
That was Kurt. Oh my God. No, you don't have to answer. I'm putting you in the pickle.
Well, you can say not who you're rooting for, but who do you think will win?
Yeah, that might be just
National
as bad.
championship going to the national championship game 3 years in a row.
I think it might be worse to say who I think will win than who I'm rooting for.
The team that hasn't beaten Hawaii, I don't know, every time they've played them.
Just you wait.
Yeah. Oh, you hear that? He's starting already, Keone. He's already got the Stanford lip.
All right, this one's for
So
Dillon.
no answer for that one.
Yeah, no answer. This one's for Dillon from Bradakex. Who's your favorite artist, Dillon?
I like Drake. Yeah, he's just a very versatile artist. Yeah.
All right, Evan from Sierra 808. How do you correctly time the ball when hitting
Oh, in volleyball.
in volleyball?
Ooh, I feel like being late to the ball is the key. So just seeing the set and then exploding in your last two steps to wherever it goes, and sometimes beating the block inside or waiting it to come.
And I'm sure it's repetition too.
Yeah, of
Right?
course. Practice makes perfect.
I got a stupid question. So when you're going to spike the volleyball,
Yeah.
you're trying to hit it down, right? Are you trying to hit
depends.
it? Oh, really?
Yeah, it depends on what you're seeing on the
Oh,
court.
yeah. Sometimes you can kind of go across the way.
Yeah, well, I mean, if there's like a little hole in the block and you see floor,
Like
you can see the court, then of course you're gonna try and hit
Right.
it. But most of the time when you're playing good teams, it's
I don't know if it was
pretty
Spiros
close, though.
Hakas or Jakob Tella. A lot of times you're going up and it's like, bam, oh, he's over there.
I wouldn't
yeah.
know.
Spiros was a master of that.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I think that we have time for one more. Couple more.
Yeah. Yes, we have 1 minute and
Okay.
11, 10, 9 seconds.
Dream job. Evan, you go first.
That's a really tough question. I'm a big science, math type of guy. I kind of hope to go into like some kind of engineering field.
Wow.
But I honestly could not tell you my dream job.
Mhm.
I mean, it'd be cool to like solve problems. I don't know.
Right. Dillon.
Well, I'm trying to go into the medical field, so
Wow.
dream job could be like orthopedic surgeon or something like that.
Jeez,
Kind of
man.
along
baby.
like your dad, kind of, huh?
My dad works with the orthopedic surgeons. They give him the patients. So
Oh.
yeah.
Wow.
What do I want to do
What
when
do
I
you-
grow up? I don't know. Well, we got about 30 seconds left in the show. Certainly want to thank Keoni Thiim and Louis Sakanoko. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Thank you, Dillon Kellner, Evan Porter. Thank you guys. Good luck as you head into playoffs yourself.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Basketball. Thank you, studio audience. Thank you to Raising Cane's. Folks, check out the student leasing program here at AutoSource for full-time or college students on thecarousel.com. You are going to love it. We'll see you next time. Aloha.